Hey guys, my name is Katie and I'm documenting my journey to lose 100 pounds. Welcome to Lower Calorie Kitchen. In this series, I show you how I take regular high calorie meals and just by swapping out a few of the ingredients, turn them into recipes that will fit into anyone's daily calorie goals. I'll put a link to the original recipe in the description below as well as my recipe for you to check out if you'd like. In today's video, we're gonna make something I ate all the time growing up, meatloaf. I know, either you love it or you hate it, but trust me, if you try this one, you're not going to be disappointed. This recipe is really easy. You just throw everything in a bowl, mix it up, and then bake it. The original recipe is a little different. The meatloaf my mom made growing up didn't have a topping on it. We always just put ketchup on it afterwards. So when I made this meatloaf for the first time, I didn't read through the instructions all the way, and I ended up putting all the ingredients in the meatloaf instead of keeping any aside for the topping. But Chris and I ended up liking it that way, so we just decided to keep doing it. Here's how I make my version. Start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. In a large bowl, add 2 pounds of ground meat. I used ground beef for this recipe, but you could lower the calories even further by using ground turkey. Into that, add 1 cup of crushed saltine crackers. It's about 17 crackers. 1 egg that's been beaten. 1 cup of half and half. Half a cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of dried minced onion. You could use regular onion here instead. 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of Truvia brown sugar blend, and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Then you're going to mix it up. Be careful not to overwork it, just make sure you don't have any pockets of spices that aren't completely mixed in. Then transfer the mixture to a 5x9 loaf pan and spread it out evenly. I'll link the pan that I used below. It's a Rachel Ray pan that I got on Amazon, and it actually is nonstick, so I don't have to put any extra fat into it when I make this meatloaf. Next, bake it in the preheated oven for 1.5 hours. Here's the finished loaf. It gets nice and caramelized around the edges, which I love, but it's still nice and juicy inside. Remember to let it sit for 15 minutes once you take it out of the oven to rest, otherwise all those juices are going to be all over your plate instead of in your meatloaf where you want them. I like to serve this with mashed potatoes and green beans. All right, now let's go over the swaps we made and how many calories they saved us. Swapping to saltine crackers instead of Ritz crackers saved us around 100 calories. Using Truvia brown sugar blend instead of regular brown sugar saved us another 60. Omitting the ketchup and the apricot preserves that were meant for the topping saved us another 440 calories overall. So we lowered the calories of this meatloaf from an original 590 calories per serving to only 340, for a total savings of 250 calories per serving. We usually cut the meatloaf into 8 slices instead of 6, so it cuts the calories down even further. I hope you're starting to see that with simple substitutions, foods that once seemed off limits while trying to lose weight can now be eaten every day. As always, if there are any recipes you'd like me to make lower calorie, let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, hit the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. See ya!